Hello and welcome to another video from Dapol. In this video we're going to continue our 3D printing by showing you how easy it is to 3D print a model. So this software here is Cura. It's a by Ultimaker, and it's basically a free open source software that you can download. I'm using this under Linux, under Ubuntu, but you can get it for Windows and Mac OS as well, and it's pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and open one of our recent files. This is a trunking trough. It's one of the 10x sections. I believe it's the C143, which is the 350 millimeter wide full scale version. So it's the bigger cable trough. We're going to show you how to 3D print this. So you can see here I've imported the model, and it's already laying flat, and this big square rectangle here represents the actual build plate on the 3D printer. You can see here I've got the Z603S profile loaded, and down here I can see what the file is going to be, the type, and so on. So what I'm going to do next is basically tell it to slice it. I just double check the settings here. Infill is 30%. It's got plate adhesion, and it's not going to generate a support. So first thing I do is hit prepare, and it'll take a few moments. It'll slice it, and then it's going to tell me that it's going to take 26 minutes. Gives me the time specification, so I can see how much of that is the skirt, the skin, retractions, outer wall, inner wall, and so on. So I can use this information to optimize the design if I want to, or change the print settings. It tells me here the cost and so on as well. I haven't actually plugged in the pricing, so it's not going to give me cost value. But you can see here it's going to use 0.52 meters, approximately 2 grams, and I can hit print by USB. So what I'm going to do next is simply hit this button, and it'll send the thing to the printer, and we'll let you guys watch it print. Once I hit print, it tells me down here the printing status. It tells me what it's currently preheating, both the extruder and the build plate, and it's giving me an estimated how much time is left. Now, I can go back and prepare other things and send them to the USB, or send them to a file if I wanted to, and use the other 3D printer, but right now I'm just going to monitor this one. So what I'm going to do next is point the camera at the 3D printer so you guys can watch it print. Okay, so here you have the finished print. You can see it's got the brim around the outside that helps keep it attached. Now you can pull this off a number of ways. You can peel it off and use this to get leverage. I actually use this plastic thing to get underneath it and kind of scrape it off if it's a problem. But I found the easiest way is just to pull the tape up, and hopefully this will work. Yeah, there it goes. And you just get it like so, and then I usually reapply the tape a few times. If this comes off, if this doesn't come off, you know, just replace a piece of tape. But I found the tape will last probably 5 or 10 prints before you have to remove it, unless it starts to look a little strange, and then you might want to remove it. Then here you have the print, and then to finish it up, you just peel off the edging like so. Sometimes it comes straight off, sometimes you end up needing to use a knife. Depends on how soon it's been since it's come off the 3D printer. And so you're left with something like this. I threw the PLA into a container, any kind of offshoots and stuff, just so I can recycle it later. And so what I typically will do next is take a knife and just run it along the edge to smooth off the edges. and sometimes I will use a sanding block like this to smooth it down a little further. And then you can do whatever you want with it, whether you want to paint it or just leave it as is. And this will glue straight to the baseboard, and you can run the cables through it and then print the lids and so on, and off you go. Alright, so that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys basically how easy it was to grab the file, pump it through Cura, and produce a 3D print. Now, if you don't have the 3D printer connected to your computer, or you want your computer to be used for something else, you can save the file, the G-code file that Cura creates, to a USB stick, and then plug the USB stick into the printer and go from there. Both of these JG Aurora printers have that capability. You just select the file from the menu and off you go. I found that the Z603S works pretty well connected to the computer. The A5 works well connected to the computer as well, but I've also found that it works just as well with the USB stick. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and until next time.